Hi everyone, today is November the 6th and we are going to recap the October end numbers. But first, some of you may be feeling a little bruised from the US election. It is going to be way too early to tell how that's going to trickle down into real estate. But probably in a month, I'll have a better update for you. But for now, some of you, like me, feeling bruised, but we can't relate that to real estate yet. But I will tell you this, that November is off to a really great start and October finished strong. We're starting to see numbers that are looking healthier than they were from last year, and there's definitely a pickup and uptick in real estate transactions overall. We had just over 6,650 transactions in the month of October. Now that is up 44% from last year. So things are starting to come out of the slump, and the rate cut on the 23rd of October, I have to tell you, finally the good news that we were waiting for to get buyers off of the fence. Now what's happening, some of you buyers who are out there who are trying to make offers or are losing offers, what's happening is what I've been telling you has been going to happen for months, which is as soon as a 1% rate cut was made, buyers are going to get going and there's going to be frenzied movement in the market. Now, is this happening in every neighborhood? Perhaps not the word frenzy is the good one to use, but I'm going to tell you there is acceleration in all communities and all neighborhoods, and we're starting to see old inventory eaten up and absorbed at long last. We are starting to see inventory, and the great thing is the weather has been so incredibly mild and cooperative that it's quite likely that we are going to have a really long fall season. I know yesterday we were talking 20-degree temperatures, and does the weather really matter to buyers? I'm going to tell you, yes, it absolutely does, because when it gets really cold, things can freeze up in the real estate market, but while things are really warm and the numbers and the rates have come down, so it's feeling like a hot fall market, which is great for buyers and sellers alike to see some stability coming out of the last 18 months. Now, when I'm talking about stability, we are not seeing lazy effort by a lot of sellers, certainly not the sellers that we represent. We're still seeing a really high level of commitment to making sure that your property is priced right and that homes look amazing and exceptionally well presented. And I'm going to say that's going to be really crucial going into the next 4 to 6 months. Why? Because we learned over the last 18 months that we can't be lazy sellers and we can't just throw something on the market and hope it sticks. Buyers are really choosy, they're really savvy, and a lot of the browsing is happening still from the comfort of people's homes, from their tablets, from their cell phones, and they've got to see something that looks really, really great, beautiful, looking presented like a magazine and priced right to get out of their homes to get compelled to sell. But it's much nicer to be able to take people to see 3 or 5 or 10 houses in a neighborhood as opposed to 1 or 2 pieces of crummy looking inventory. So as a real estate professional, I got to tell you, I'm feeling really excited about the prospects for what's going to happen this fall and the ability to play matchmaker between a buyer and homes that are for sale. Very excited, but I have to tell you, if you're a buyer, there's no time to fool around. The banks are very busy. In speaking with multiple brokers in the last couple of weeks, I can tell you their applications are way up, and it's not for refinances now, so there's a little bit of a shift happening. There's new applicants from new buyers who are looking to get out there. So if you're thinking about buying and you think you're fine, or you assume you're fine based on your income and your credit, I'm going to tell you, you need to speak to a professional mortgage broker to figure out exactly what your budget is, because if you don't actually work within your budget, I'm telling you, over the next few weeks, it's going to start to get a little bit more expensive as the ceiling is raised on all of these Toronto neighborhoods. So you want to get in early this fall market and not wait till late November or December to buy something, because things can start to climb in terms of value. So now is a great time to get out there and look for property, but you got to get there first. So perhaps doing a preemptive offer will make sense to you. It depends on the neighborhood and the budget that you're working with and the terms that you're working with. The other thing I want to tell sellers and buyers is we are seeing much more firm offers come back to this marketplace. So less conditions on properties, particularly in central Toronto. If you're sitting in Leaside, or if you're sitting in Mount Pleasant Village, or if you're sitting in Rosedale or Summerhill, then you know that these neighborhoods that are sitting close to the core are actually back to being robust and picking up pace more and more, especially really special properties. So that goes for you too in the burbs. If you're watching this and you have something really unique or really rare, not just a cookie cutter home, then I'm going to tell you probably could do very well if you hit the market this fall, so long as it makes sense for your particular home. There's still beautiful homes trading every single day now. Now, what's going to happen this month? I'm going to say more of the same, more of what we saw in October, but an uptick in prices. So truthfully, last month, we're only up about 1.5% overall on average prices, but many of you watching this, you know your neighborhood may have already come up another $50,000 or $60,000. We're talking about the average here. So there is confidence that's being restored in the market every single day, and we hope that with another cut that could come in December, it could do a lot to set the spring market up for success. So if you're a seller, it may not be time for you to put your home on the market. That might be in February or January. You got to figure out what's right for you and your family. But if you're a buyer, I'm going to tell you, getting in now probably makes the most sense before prices move upward. All right, as a wrap, if you're watching this and you were contemplating home renovations or home repair and you were a downsizer, then I'm going to tell you about the seminar that we have. It's the second one in the series for downsizers. The first one was a great hit. The next one is November the 30th. It's a brunch and learn on a Saturday, 11:30 to 1, being held in our offices. We're going to talk about things that actually add value, renovations that make sense for your home or for most homes. We're going to talk about, of course, kitchens and bathrooms. We're going to talk about flooring. We're going to talk about paint colors. And we're going to talk about how to find the funds to be able to tackle these home renovations that will increase the value of your home. If you're a senior and you're watching this and you don't have access to capital, you want to come to this so you can learn how to be able to create space to make these renovations. And if you're someone who's thinking of selling, looking to cash out, but you don't want to do a whole lot of work, but you really want to find out what the most important things to tackle over the winter time, then definitely come to the Brunch and Learn. The more, the merrier. And there's going to be a link down below so you can save a seat and learn from our expert panel and also enjoy brunch with us and be face to face. We look forward to seeing you on the 30th. Save that date, 11:30 to 1, 19 Railside Road. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. I wish you an amazing month of November, and I hope the great weather continues for all of us.